Juicy hammies for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Let me teach you how to get them. Hello everyone! My name is Brianna, but you can call me Bri. I'm a personal trainer and a nutrition coach with a passion for bodybuilding. If you enjoy content that is fitness, nutrition, and corgi related, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, press the little notification bell so you get notified every single time I release a video, which will be frequently, and they're always going to get better and better and better. So stay tuned. Today, we are going to go over the deadlift. It is my absolutely favorite exercise for hamstring development. Although it requires a stretch so uncomfortable on the hamstring muscle that people often tend to somehow, even unconsciously, cheat their way out of the hamstring stretch or out of actually engaging their hamstring muscles. And what ultimately happens is that they just don't make as many gains as they could, and I think that's a shame, because if you're going to the gym to train your hamstrings because you have strength or aesthetics goals in mind, you should most definitely make the most out of the time you spend at the gym. Why care about developing the hamstring muscle? Without using too many fancy terms, we can simply say that the main function of the hamstring muscles is knee flexion, or simply said, bending the knee. Do you like my socks? Now, they contribute to the overall stability of the knee and can be very beneficial for people who engage in activities that are very quad dominant. Think of running or even cycling. Since I have seen and worked with a lot of people who have ACL injuries or have had them in the past, I think it's really worth and important to mention right now that there is a considerable amount of evidence indicating that a strong hamstring muscle tends to put less strain on the ACL. And least but not least, if you do want that strong and sexy looking leg, a sexy and juicy hamstring is just a part of the picture. And with that, I feel like I said sexy too many times, but that's just how I feel about legs. Moving on. Let's quickly go over my top 3 barbell variations for those nice, rounded, strong hammies. All of these are going to be barbell Romanian deadlift variations, and let's link the 3 different names that mean the same thing, well, sort of different. We have the RDL, we have the Romanian deadlift, which basically is the long version of the RDL, and then we have the stiff-legged deadlift, which is basically the same as the previous 2. Some people get confused. I figured I would explain that. Now, I prefer the RDLs because I feel like these allow me to establish the best mind-to-muscle connection with my hamstrings. And as you already know, and you know my mindset with training, mind-to-muscle connection is really important. Now, variation number 1. Let's start and master a good old tempo barbell RDL, nothing too fancy. Approach the bar with confidence. You want to stop with your shins about a couple of fingers away from the bar. Lean forward and stretch your hamstrings by pushing your hips all the way back as far as possible. Imagine holding a bag of groceries and having to close your car door shut with your butt. You're just going to lean forward and shoot it back. That's kind of like what you are aiming for here. Now reach for the bar and turn your elbows in. Press the bar on your shins, and don't forget, iron on skin, people, iron on skin. Lower your glutes a tad, inhale in your core, and push through your legs all the way up until your torso is upright. Stay close to your legs on the way up and on the way down. Ideally, you do want to feel the barbell on your legs. If we bleed, we bleed. We do it for the game. Now what is going to change here is that on the way down, instead of going fast, you're going to go slower. I'd say a good starting point for tempo is about 3 seconds down. So if you take 1 second to bring the barbell up, you could take 3 seconds to lower it down. There's no need to go too slow on the way down, but 3 seconds, make sure that you're controlling the barbell enough. You can perform 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps, 1 second up, 3 seconds down, and you'll be crying. That much I can guarantee you. Once you have mastered the tempo RDLs, what you can do is fancy, confusing term alert right now. You can try variation number 2, which is B stance RDLs. They are the same as a staggered stance RDLs. I'm really explaining these and stressing these out because I feel like there's a lot of confusion out there when it comes to the different terms people use. And I know I myself was once a confused person, so I'd like to point that out. The only thing that's going to change here is that you're going to approach the bar in the same fashion as you would for any other barbell deadlift, but one of your feet is going to be half a step behind. So you're going to have one foot in the front. Most of your weight is going to be in the front. I'd say about 90% of your body weight should be in the front. One leg is going to be slightly behind you, firmly planted on your toes. The active leg is the leg in the front. You're going to grab your barbell, press it firmly, tuck those elbows in, back is straight. You're going to lift up, engaging mainly the leg that's in the front until you stand upright. Start lighter on these compared to the other RDLs because you're using mainly one leg. Now if you do again 3-4 sets, 8 to 12 reps per leg, I guarantee you again excruciating pain but lots of gains. Also, you'll be sore for days. And finally, my third favorite variation would be another confusing term, red alert. We have rear foot elevated barbell RDLs. These are also similar to the Bulgarian split squats, lunges, call them however you want to. The stance is the following. You are going to have a box, a platform, or something behind you that you can kick your leg on. You're going to mainly push off of the front leg again, setting up for your barbell. One leg is in front and close to the barbell. One leg is behind you, elevated on something. You kind of have to really play around with what you're elevating, but you want to keep a box or anything that's about knee level based on your height. Everybody's knee is kind of at a different height. You're once again going to have most of your body weight onto the front leg. The difference is that this is a slightly more challenging variation and it also requires a little bit more core engagement because your other foot is simply not on the ground. So you're going to need to engage those core muscles a tiny little bit more. You're going to set up for your lift. You're going to lift off, squeezing and moving mainly through the front leg and slowly lower the barbell down. Those are my 3 absolutely favorite variations, and that's how they go in terms of easy, more challenging, extra challenging, and confusing. If you would like to see some more fun and creative lifting content just like this, please head over to my Instagram and my TikTok account. And if you would also love for somebody to program something spicy just like this, so you can be sore for days just like me, because trust me, I am sore for days, please don't be afraid to reach out. I have more details in the description box below. Make sure to like this video, leave me a comment, let me know if I am crazy for doing these things, or let me know if you like working out hammies. I'd love to hear more from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.